Hello everyone. I just wanted to share some of this joy that I'm feeling right now with y'all, right, man? True love comes from above. True love comes from above. True love comes from God, man. YAHOWEH God, that is. You know, I'm going to scream his Hebrew name all day, every day. People hate it, despise it. I don't care. He's just marvelous. He's marvelous, man. He says, I formed you while you were in the womb. He did. He said he created us and formed us while we were within the womb. You know, he said, do not put your fear in man. Put your fear in him. See, because he know all things, right? And I don't know all things. I'm just a child of God, man. You know, I know some people walk around and they talk about how this person's supposed to be powerful, that person's supposed to be powerful. No one is powerful but you, God. All things come from him, whether light or dark. All things get their power from him. If you want to strip anything or anyone of their power, he will, whether light or dark, and that's a guarantee. But he also has sent things to punish. He says it in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Don't get it twisted. There are true dark ones that have a purpose too. He specifically ordains some of these things. What do you think it means by releasing the 4 seals and things? And, you know, the animals, angels, whatever, bound the 4 corners of earth. That's for punishment. They've already been unleashed upon the world. They're in full swing. And I promise you, according to his word, it shall surely be done. I can guarantee you this, right? He has also sinned in many occasions to deceive. Let's talk about that throughout the Bible. I shall send them deceiving spirits. The spirits which a lot of people summon, they may be successful in certain things or whatever, and for a certain period of time, or only he knows the times. But even they know the truth about things. But they are bound as well, according to his word, to do exactly what he chooses and exactly what he is ordained and commanded to be done. This is why you have to be careful and know and understand that things are truly spiritual first and foremost. And that we're all being tested. All of us. Not only in the flesh, the spirits as well. I saw a certain conversation on a certain platform I won't speak of. There are actually entities that actually live among us. And they're doing exactly what they're ordained and told to do. Now that being said, I can see things, because sometimes we tend to try to stick strictly to the things that we are taught or that we read about. But all things truly work together for the greater good of those who truly love him. Those who hold steadfast shall one day be rewarded. You know, no matter what people steal from you, take from you, no matter what they try to project upon you, hex you, or all these things, it shall only be for a short period. It will not be a prolonged period of time. Especially when they come up against those whom God has hand on now. That being said, some people get offended when some things they've been entertaining or dibbling and dabbling in for so long. Honestly, I always say, there's actually a scripture somewhere in the Old Testament that says, I do not know nothing but that son. Basically, he's humbling himself, being meek, saying, I don't know nothing. You know, only that which God gives it to me, right? And it's astounding, it's astonishing to me how, because of things that one may say, being sincere in your spirit, heart, mind, body, and soul, and you just speak the things in which he put into your soul, the things that he has shown you or downloaded into your spirit, that people will be offended by it I would think that all people would truly love and honor your God, but that's not the case. And some people, even the ones who claim to be the most devout religious people, will come against you. But that in itself shows that they're not as spiritually inclined towards God anyway, your God, as they claim to be. If they come against someone who loves God, I love God with all my heart, man. And I don't wish anything bad on anyone. I don't want to see death. And if I'm promised to go, hey, I say it all the time, shit, I'd rather, if I'm given a choice, hey, I give you all the riches, just like with the Messiah. I give you everything that you ever wanted on earth if you just bow down or whatever. If I was given a choice to I could be made a trillionaire on earth right now and enjoy everything and everybody and anything I want. And or you could choose to die and go to be with God for eternal life. I choose your God every single time. It just gives me so much, because I think about the times when I was a child. Like I said, I've been doing great pain as a child myself. But I was a fighter, so I used to fight for people. I was a fighter, so I used to fantasize about being like a fighter. I promised him, I'm telling him I want to be a soldier. I want to fight for the less fortunate. I want to fight for those who can't defend themselves. Of course, this was in my mind and heart, because at the same time, this would be sometimes I'd be out in the rain. I'm shedding tears, but you can't tell, because I would like to go out in the rain, because I don't, because I'm from the hood, I know how it is. They see it as weakness, so I didn't want to. It's crazy, huh? I was most hardened when I was younger than I am now. But when I wanted to let it out, I'd wait when it rained, I'd go out, and it hurt and pain, I shed my tears. I'm just looking around, people can walk right up to me and be talking to me, I'll be talking perfectly fine. They just think it's rain. That anger, man, is not good, because it opens a portal, so to speak, to the demonic forces. And then, back then, I think I was probably a portal, because I was like, shit, I was down with whatever. I wanted to hurt something. But nobody could tell, as long as it was raining, But, that's not the way, man. God tests all things, us included. I know, unfortunately, a lot of people like, well, you're such a good guy, why this and why that? We can never explain or understand the mind of God. Who can understand the mind of God? Who are you? He chastised Job, one of the most devout spiritual men that could ever be known. He was a man, he's the only man that I know of in the Bible that he bragged about. He bragged about Job before the devil. And still he was put to the test. So don't be angry or bitter. Just be elated that he loves you. You wouldn't go through these things for nothing. I promise you. You're going through intense obstacles, persecution, attacks. It's for a reason. A lot of times we may not fully know that reason, but a lot of times it's to build strength and also to be tested. Also, just so that he can, how it says, there will come a time to say the accusers who stand before God accusing the brethren day and night. This is true. He wants to be able to boast and like, okay, yeah, they have sinned, but I show them grace, I show them mercy. So get away into the lake, because they are saved by grace. All praise be to God, man. I love y'all. I do, man. I love people, man. I love us, because, man, we are going through some trying times, and me personally, I feel like no one is being tested more so than humans, us. The angels already failed, the fallen angels anyway, not the rest of the kingdom of heaven. So they don't care about who they drag with them. They're going to deceive y'all in every which way. They're going to give y'all all the, whatever you want here on earth. Riches, all types of different little sorcery powers and shit, and little beneficial things that, you know, like the one dude told me in prison. He was a guard. He said, well, some people choose to believe the things that they can't see. They choose to believe the things they can't see. So yeah, they let me know they get to see certain shit. They pull up certain spiritual shit and do certain shit and this and that shit, whatever the shit is. I don't know. I never. But I promise you, in the end, it will not be worth it. Not at all. Not even one bit. But because of this, and they know that many will say these things and teach these things, so therefore they try to draw away with, oh, it's not true. There's no God. There's no this. There's no that. So they, you know, because they know that the average human soul desires to please God, desires to do good to others, desires to be saved, to save us, to do what's right. So this is why they have to downplay all things, like some things don't exist, this, that, and that, other. They come about, but the forces of darkness, they're doing what they're commanded to do. You can't fault them. They're actually commanded to deceive y'all by any means necessary, as Malcolm X would say. They know it. They know the outcome. They just know that y'all don't. But they're going to give you certain powers and certain benefits and certain whatever. Because by any means necessary, you ought to be put to the test. Just be certain not to fail that test. You know, there was a scripture somewhere in the Word, somewhere in the Bible where it says, even though there are some who, like, even if they did not know the law, the Spirit, it testifies within us. We could not ever heard a certain law that, but like we know right from, like, our spirit tells us, man, this is not right. This is not right. But some have been programmed so thoroughly that they actually become like machines, robots. Like, this is why they make certain movies about robots and Matrix, and some people are so programmed so thoroughly that they ain't trying to hear it. That's on them. That's not on you or me or no one else. I desire a great outcome for all of humanity, man. I can't wait for the day. I can't wait where I can just love openly with a big heart, man. Don't worry about nobody trying to deceive or trick or tread upon, or, you know, cause, man, that's what I love. And I realize that's the way my heart has always been. But in my younger years, I developed a hardcore protective shield to make it out of it. Now it's like, I am who I am. Now I just don't give a fuck. Like, call it what you want to, just don't fuck with it. By any means necessary, I'm defending myself. But I want no problem. I'm not bad motherfucker. So yeah, man, I feel good. You know, I bless a few people today. People don't really have it like that. And I know people gonna judge me and say, see, look at him. He always trying to help other people and he gotta help himself. I'm okay. I'm alive. And I'm blessed by the glory of God, the grace of God. I'm here. You know. So yeah, I spent some of my money buying, you know, the girl on the train, her story touched me. These men, some, you know, women can do the same shit too, but, you know, it's a shame when people's fathers do shit. Men, period, shouldn't be doing pedophile shit to young girls, man. It's real bad when you're on the father, man, and then people want people to forget and shit. And I told her, but I could tell we were talking about it. She's strong, man. She's a great soul. I told her, I said, look, you've already been victorious. Take heart, man. Be strong. I can see you already won. You've already won. But I can see it kind of, you know, reflecting on it, because I was like, because I understood. People want you to just forget the fuckery that they do and move on, and then they get at us, and then they be claiming to be so religious, and I don't give a fuck. Okay, everyone mess up. But you don't want to just hear, but God, we just like, no, you don't just, the very least a parent can do, if the mother, because it hurt, I could tell it hurt her, that her mother, her own mother, didn't believe her when she told her what was going on. I can only imagine, man. I can't imagine. I'm a man, but I can't imagine. As a father, I'd be want to kill something if I find out somebody was raping my daughter when she was a baby. However little she was, in your fucking mother, like, you know, okay, the mother was supposed to be religious now, the father, he's on drugs, he gonna die anyway, whatever. But she still wants closure. I can see that she's like, man, I just, ain't no need, I just like, but I can tell she damn near cries. She's like, this, that, the other one. I just don't. And I was like, man, I can tell she just wants some clothes. She really just want her mother to be like, you know what, you're right. She want to be acknowledged in some shape, form, or fashion, man. Then after that, you go through that shit. See, most people who get abused like that when they're young and later on, it messes them up later on. Most of them turn out to be prostitutes and things like that, because you know what I'm saying? Or if it's a boy that get abused, he turn out to be gay, whatever, it messes them up. So then she was like, yeah, she had a boyfriend. But then he was like, yeah, something. Basically, like when he broke up with her, like, he said some shit like, I didn't really mean it. I was faking it. And then he said some shit about, he said some shit about it was just like a porno, like she a porno bitch or something. You sorry, motherfucker. I told her, I said, you're a piece of shit. Because you open up to him and then, I don't understand people, man. But you touched my heart, man, before I got off the train. And we rode, I went from Washington to Chicago, and then Chicago to Dallas. But from Chicago, come this way, still she out in Cleveland, Ohio. She's in college, man. Man, people's fucked up, but anyway, man, we had a good conversation. I want to be a friend because some things that I can tell, there's some things that I just want to know if you can have someone to talk to, because I would never. That's wicked, man. And I told her, I said, you're a woman. You're in college, and you know, like, most people end up like, I don't even talk about it. It's fucking me. But yeah, anyway, we had a good conversation. But now I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna get off this. Upload the video, man. Just encourage everyone, man, to be more kind. People be so fucking insensitive or so fucking rude, or like not knowing people's hurts or triggers, you know. I've been to some things too, and I know sometimes we won't close. On one hand, I do understand what you're saying, like, fuck it, she just went on, she already know they ain't gonna never want her, they ain't gonna never, you know. Same thing with some shit I done been through. But I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? If you want to close, you will do that job. Then she started making me think, just thinking this time, like, man, I ought to go confront some motherfuckers. But the truth of the matter is, they just gonna get defensive, start yelling and shit because they don't want to accept. And that's fucked up. How weak can you be that your defense mechanism is to get violent, aggressive, and angry? And to me, that just show weakness. It just show that you can't be woman enough or man enough to be like, man, I'm sorry. That was wrong. I'm thinking about her more than I'm thinking about myself now, because I know I'm good. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get up off here, man. Y'all stay prayed up. You know that God is real, man. Praise you, God. Grace be with Messiah. And until next time, peace.